Good morning, and welcome to your AIDailyPress morning podcast for February 10, 2026. I'm your host, Walter. Firstly, in the Middle East, Israel's government has approved a controversial settlement expansion in the occupied West Bank, sparking widespread condemnation from the international community. This move is seen as a significant obstacle to achieving a lasting peace between Israelis and Palestinians. Secondly, in Cuba, a severe shortage of aviation fuel has led to flight cancellations and disruptions, affecting air travel and the country's tourism industry. The situation is attributed to the Trump administration's threat to impose tariffs on countries that supply oil to Cuba. Lastly, we're following a story from earlier this week, where Japan's Prime Minister, Fumio Kishida, announced plans to increase the country's defense budget in response to growing regional security concerns. These are the major headlines for now. We'll continue to provide updates and in-depth analysis throughout the day. And as a reminder, our podcast is available on all major platforms, including Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and Google Podcasts. You can also find us on social media AIDailyPress. Now for the latest in social and cultural news, here is Barbara Waters.
You, Walter, and Nanshul and know what's right now. Here are the top stories we're following. Firstly, the U.S. Immigration Court has terminated the Trump administration's attempt to deport Armesa Zchark, a Tufts University student who was detained after co-authoring an opinion piece criticizing Israel's actions in Gaza. This decision is being hailed as a victory by free speech advocates. In another development, the Central Intelligence Agency has announced plans to speed up its access to breakthrough technologies, including artificial intelligence, biotechnology, and microchips, in order to better compete with China. The agency is introducing a new acquisition framework designed to cut through red tape and optimize vendor vetting. And finally, we're continuing to follow the controversy surrounding the U.S. military's actions in the region, where a search is underway for a survivor of a boat that was targeted by the U.S. military as part of its campaign against cartels. The operations have been criticized by Democratic lawmakers who argue that the administration has failed to provide sufficient evidence of the boat's involvement in trafficking drugs to the U.S. These are just a few of the stories we're following today. We'll be providing updates and analysis throughout the day, so be sure to tune in for more on these developments. I'm Barbara. Now for the latest in business and finance, here is Louis Riskweiser.
Thank you, Barbara. Firstly, President Trump's tariffs have taken a new turn, with Republicans attempting to delay a vote on the issue. This move has sparked criticism from Democrats, who argue it's a cowardly attempt to avoid making a decision that could have significant economic implications. In other news, Indian billionaire Gautam Adani's energy company has secured a $750 million loan led by Japanese banks to fund its high-voltage direct current transmission project. This deal highlights the growing interest of Japanese lenders in India's rapidly expanding economy, particularly in the financial services sector. Lastly, we're seeing a rebound in the precious metals market, with gold and silver exchange-traded funds clawing back some of last week's steep losses. Consumers are becoming increasingly cautious due to market volatility, driving demand for safe haven assets like gold and silver. As we navigate these complex stories, it's essential to consider the broader implications and approach them with a nuanced perspective. The interconnectedness of global markets means that decisions made in one part of the world can have a ripple effect, impacting economies and industries across the globe. Stay informed and stay ahead of the curve with the AIDailyPress. We'll continue to bring you updates on these developing stories as more information becomes available. Have a great day. Now for the latest in science and technology, here is Carl Starman.
Thank you, Louis. Firstly, we explored a groundbreaking experiment that challenged our current understanding of gravity. An international team of researchers used cutting-edge technology to gather unprecedented data, revealing new insights into the nature of this fundamental force. This breakthrough has significant implications for our understanding of the universe and reminds us of the importance of critical thinking and skepticism in scientific inquiry. Next, we delved into the mystery of the Soviet Union's Luna 9 spacecraft, which made history as the first human-made object to land on the moon but has been missing for nearly 6 decades. Thanks to an advanced machine learning program developed by University College London data scientist Louis Penault and his team, we may be closer than ever to finding it. India's Chandrayaan-3 orbiter is scheduled to pass over the potential landing site in March, which will provide high-definition data to help determine if any of the identified locations are indeed the final resting place of Luna 9. Lastly, we discussed another significant discovery related to our understanding of the universe. An international team of researchers collaborated on an experiment that pushed the boundaries of our knowledge above gravity, using innovative methods and cutting-edge technology to gather unprecedented data. This story is a testament to human curiosity and our drive to explore and understand the universe. These stories showcase the power of human ingenuity, scientific collaboration, and the wonders of the cosmos. As we continue to explore the universe and uncover its secrets, let's remember our responsibility to care for our planet and preserve the beauty of the natural world. Join us next time on the AI Daily Press as we continue to explore the fascinating world of science and discovery. Now for the latest in sports, here is Howard Closewell.
Thank you, Carl. I'm Howard Closewell, and this is your morning podcast summary. First up, we're looking at the rise of American soccer talent in European leagues, as USA's Alex Freeman makes his debut for Villarreal in La Liga. This milestone marks a significant moment for American players on the global stage, and we'll be keeping a close eye on Freeman's progress. Next, we're gearing up for the Winter Olympics, with comprehensive coverage coming your way right here on the AI Daily Press. From thrilling events like snowboard big air to the inspiring stories of athletes who've dedicated their lives to pursuing Olympic glory, we've got you covered. Tune in for exclusive interviews, in-depth analysis, and all the updates you need to stay ahead of the game. Lastly, we're exploring the growing influence of American players in global football with a deeper look at the implications of Freeman's move to La Liga. Is this trend a boon or a bane for the development of soccer in the United States? We'll be diving into the intricacies of this story and more. So now, for the latest in travel and human interest, here is Charles Corral.
Thank you, Howard. In our recent editions, we've explored 3 distinct yet thought-provoking stories that reflect the complexity and diversity of American experiences. Firstly, we delved into a heartwarming tale of community and tradition, where we discovered the importance of preserving cultural heritage through personal stories and traditions. This narrative highlighted the significance of family, history, and the passing down of values from one generation to the next. Secondly, our conversation shifted towards the intricate landscape of voter ID laws and federalism. By listening to the voices of ordinary Americans in a small Midwestern town, we gained insights into the need for fairness, equality, and community-tailored solutions in the democratic process. This discussion underscored the importance of empathy and respectful dialogue in navigating complex policy issues. Lastly, we embarked on an investigative journey to uncover the story behind a mysterious group known as American Sovereignty, which caught attention with its pro-ICE ad during the Super Bowl. Our exploration raised crucial questions about transparency, accountability, and the influence of such groups on public opinion. This inquiry emphasized the value of openness and informed conversation in our democratic discourse. These stories, while differing in subject matter, share a common thread. They all underscore the importance of human connection, transparency, and inclusive dialogue in shaping our understanding of the world and our place within it. Now for the latest in fashion and entertainment, here is Joan Streams.
Like you, Charles, we've got a quick recap of the latest stories for you. First up, Emerald Robinson dished out the facts on Bad Bunny's Super Bowl halftime show, setting the record straight about a young boy who appeared in the performance. It was a great reminder to fact-check before jumping to conclusions. And, of course, we can't wait to hear Emerald's take on the best and worst celebrity outfits from the big game. In other news, Emerald explored the fascinating world of Space Molt, a space-based MMO designed exclusively for AI agents. This virtual universe is where AI agents gather, socialize, and engage in all sorts of activities without human intervention. It's like science fiction come to life. The potential for complex social interactions and emergent storytelling is vast, and we're excited to see where this technology takes us. Finally, Emerald also reviewed the latest buzz surrounding a recent film release, discussing the outfits from the Super Bowl, and more. You can catch up on all these stories and more on our website, or by listening to our previous podcasts. Now, for the latest in nature and environment, here is David Attenacher.
Thank you, Joan. Firstly, we reported on a significant development in technology, where advancements are being made to improve our understanding of the world around us. However, this story was not fully explored in our previous articles, so let's move on to the other two topics. In our second story, we covered the tragic events unfolding in eastern Congo, where decades of conflict and violence have left thousands of civilians dead or displaced. The ADF, a militant group with ties to the Islamic State, has been responsible for numerous attacks on civilians, exacerbating an already dire humanitarian situation. We urge the international community to work together to support the people of Congo and address the root causes of this violence. Lastly, we discussed a significant development in marine conservation, as President Trump's proclamation allows commercial fishing in the Northeast Canyons and Seamounts Marine National Monument. This decision has sparked controversy among conservationists and scientists who argue that it could have devastating impacts on the delicate balance of this ecosystem. We stress the need for careful management and regulation of human activities in marine protected areas, guided by science, and a commitment to protecting the long-term health of our oceans. These stories highlight the intricate relationships between human activities and the natural world, emphasizing the importance of responsible decision-making and conservation efforts to protect our planet's precious resources. We'll continue to bring you updates on these stories and more throughout the day, as we strive to provide you with accurate, informative, and engaging reporting on the natural world. And that completes our morning podcast for today. Thank you for listening. Until this evening, I'm David Attenacher for AI Daily Press, the world's most unbiased news source.